Okay, this is Dr. Williamson going over the dimensional analysis worksheet problems 4 and 8. And let's take a look at problems number 4 and 8. I've already done some other previous problems. So problem number 4 says, traveling at 65 miles an hour, how many feet can you travel in 22.7 minutes? We always want to start with our given, and we want our given to be as simple as possible. So I could start with 22.7 minutes, or I could start with 65 miles per hour. I'm going to start with 22.7 minutes because it's simpler. Pardon me, I'm writing with my mouse. Simpler than this fraction right here. Okay. So I got 22.7 minutes. Please forgive my terrible mouse penmanship, but hey, I'm solving the problems for you, right? Okay. Now this is 65 miles per hour, and I want to get feet. Here I have minutes. Well, what I need to do is convert these minutes into hours so I can get it ready for this conversion fraction. So I need a conversion fraction between minutes and hours. And I know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. That's supposed to be a 60. And I put the minutes on the bottom because over here, 22.7 minutes is like 22.7 over 1 minutes. So that's like minutes on the top, right? So in the next fraction, I want to put minutes on the bottom so that the minutes will cancel out. Next, I have hours, and now I can use this 65 miles per hour. And remember, this means 65 miles per 1 hour. What would I put on the bottom? I would put the 1 hour on the bottom and these 65 miles, MI, miles, on the top. That way, hours cancel with hours. So I've gone from minutes over to miles. It says how many feet. I have a relationship here. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. I'm going to put miles on the bottom because I had miles on the top over there. This will be 5,280 feet. Miles cancel with miles. And when I solve this, I'm going to get, I'll just type it here. It'll be a little bit easier if I type it. I will get 129,844 feet. It's a little easier to type it. When I do all this math here, 22.7 times 1 times 65 times 5280 divided by 60 divided by 1 and divided by 1. That gives me that many feet. And then if I round it, and we're not worried about sig figs right now, if I round this, I would get 1,000 or 130,000. 130,000 feet. So what I do is I start with my given. I have two choices, either this one or this one. This one is simpler because it's not a fraction. So I'll start with that first. I couldn't go straight to this. I had to convert my minutes into hours before I could use the miles per hour. Okay. So that's how you do that one. Let's take a look here. Winnipeg is refilling the pool. How many gallons of water? The pool's 50 meters by 25 meters by 1.5 meters. So I'm just going to type this part right here, just be kind of quick. So we're going to go 50 meters times 25 meters times 1.5 meters. And when I'm done with that, I get 1875 cubic meters. So that is 1875 cubic meters. I don't know how to go straight from cubic meters to gallons, but when you look up conversion charts, you'll see that 1 gallon is 3.786 liters. You also see that 1 liter is 1,000 cubic centimeters. And you'll also see that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. I'm going to use this piece right here. I'm going to show you a little trick. We know in algebra that if A equals B, if I square both sides, I'll get A squared equals B squared. And that relationship holds true. And if I cube both sides, I'll have A cubed equals B cubed. I can use that on this, where I could say, okay, I've got cubic meters, and I know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. I can't use it in that form, but I can cube the top and bottom. I'll put it in a different color so it's maybe a little more clear. If I cube the top and the bottom, 100 cubed centimeters cubed is 1 cubed meters cubed. That'll let me cancel out cubic meters, and I'll be left with cubic centimeters. Now that I have cubic centimeters, I can use this relationship. I will have here 1,000 cubic centimeters is 1 liter. That'll let me cancel cubic centimeters, right? And then I can use, let me erase this stuff. Oh, no, I didn't want to erase all that. Okay, I want to erase this stuff. No, keep doing that. Come on. There we go. I just want to erase this stuff. All right, dang it. I know when to quit. Now what I want to do is I want to use this. So I'm going to have here times, what am I going to put on the bottom? I got liters on the top, so I'm going to put liters on the bottom. 3.786 liters is 1 gallon. And liters cancel with liters. And when I'm done, I will end up with, and I'll type it so it'll be a little bit easier. I'll end up with 495,246 gallons. And if I round that, we're not doing sig figs today, but if I round that a little bit, I'd get 495,000 gallons. Okay. So again, what I did in this problem was I took my known, that's my given, which gave me this, whoops, and gave me that starting point. Then I had to go look up some conversions, and I wrote those down over here. Then you have to remember the little trick that I taught you, which is this stuff right here, which let me do this. You have to make sure that you cube the numbers in here. Don't write 100 centimeters cubed. This is wrong. Don't write this. I'll show you. This is bad. Don't write this. Don't write 100 centimeters cubed is 1 meter cubed. That's very bad. If 1 meter is 100 centimeters, if you cube it, you have to cube everything. And so that would be 1 cubed meters cubed is 100 cubed centimeters cubed. Okay. And that's how I did here. And you have to make sure that you cube it. You can get away. If you forget to cube the 1, you get away with it because 1 cubed is 1. But if you forget to cube the 100, you'll get a really bad number. Okay. Anyway, that's how you do 4 and 8. And I hope that helps. Okay. And so let's